Hey,
Welcome, podcast fans. It's time for the What's Up Bro podcast show presented by J&J Production Studios, the home for all your entertainment needs. All kinds of great topics discussed every week, a variety of different themes offered, special guest appearances, prize giveaways, and so much more. Stay tuned. And now, here are your hosts, Sam Crow and Big Hoss.
Hey, good evening, one and all. Welcome back, everybody. So nice to be here with you. Apologies about that little bust up on the intro. We're doing some work in the studio here, and I left it on the wrong page. So my apologies there. We've been kind of putting everything together, scrambling. As if you haven't noticed, if you're listening live here, we're starting just a bit late tonight. A little bit of a busier day, but nevertheless, we are here. It is I, Sam Crow, here with Big Hoss. How are you, Big Hoss?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's good. It feels like it's been a minute. If you guys have been following us, you know it's been kind of crazy lately, and we didn't have any shows last weekend. The reasons being, which I mentioned in the title of this episode, we're going to get into why that is. And also checking our calendar, it's the first weekend of August. In case you aren't checking, it's August 4th. And if you don't have your calendars up to date, shame on you, you should. However, we forgive you. It is the weekend, and we forget sometimes too, but this year is flying by, and by the title of this episode, we titled it On the Horizon of Summer, I think is how we're titling that. And meaning by that, we are quickly approaching what we refer to as the dog days of summer, which it's the time I hate the most, because that means summer is almost over, and I still feel like I didn't get everything done we wanted to, but we're going to get into that, talk about a few different things. Also going to mention a couple extra additional surprises that we have going there that we're going to mention to you as well, which may as well just jump in here with that. So let's get a couple just quick announcements before we start. And the first one we're going to mention too is it is beginning of August, and we didn't have time this weekend, but next weekend we are going to do something special because it's right around the 1-year anniversary of the What's Up Bro podcast show. Yes, thank you very much. And it's hard to believe we've made it 1 year. We're going to have a special edition episode we are going to do either probably next Friday or Saturday. We're going to have a meeting and discuss that beforehand, before that time comes. But we hope you guys will join us. We are probably going to do, we're going to throw this out there and see how this works. Excuse me, I have a little air in my stomach. There we go. We may do, if we have you guys live with us, if you can message us on Spreaker if you're listening there, because we do check chats, which we will do tonight as well. I don't know if anybody will be there. Big Hoss can also check that too while he's there. But if we have the show and you guys chat with us, we'll consider you guys entered to win. We still have that autograph photo of Miranda Maverick, who we're also hoping to have back on the show. We know her schedule's been a little busy. She actually had an unexpected scheduled fight last Saturday night, July 29th, which, in case you guys missed it, I'll give you an update. She actually did win that fight by submission. I believe it was in the 3rd round. So she bounced back from that loss back in June, which is great, and we're hoping to have her back to talk with us soon. We're still going to work on that. We're going to reach out to her. It's going to be a lot of fun. But we do have that autograph photo, so if you guys are chatting with us or even on Facebook, if you're listening on even on YouTube later on, we can hold it overnight and see, maybe leave a comment for us. We will count all of you guys in that drawing for that to see if we can give that photo away. We've had some interest. We want to get that to grow a little bit more, so make sure you check it out. It's a great way to get a nice reward there. We want to help you guys out there and give you guys something to show our appreciation for how much you guys have been supporting us this last year and for the many years to come as we continue to grow with the show. So we hope you guys will continue to be with us and follow us in that regard. But we really appreciate every one of you, and we couldn't do this without you. So that's one way that we can offer our thanks. So that'll be next weekend. We'll keep you guys posted there. Make sure you keep an eye on social media. Check it out on Linktree. You can listen, if you're listening to this on YouTube, the link will be in the description of the video there. Linktree.com /J_J Production Studios. All of our social media accounts are there. All of the podcast streaming services where our podcast is featured. Go for it. You can get your favorite episodes there. Check it out. And we do have another also exciting news. We are looking to quicken the pace of the website, which We know Olivia's going to be there. I know she's offered to help us. We're probably going to have her in a different capacity help us, but we do want to get the website up and running, so we're beginning to see about having it designed, just so that we can have it out, because I think it's going to be really good, especially for you guys, to have an email newsletter when we have episodes going live and new stuff, content that comes out, as well as a forums page, which some of the designers I talked to so far, we're just kind of vetting everybody out and see which one's our favorite. Had a lot of interest, a lot of great folks on Fiverr, which we love Fiverr. There are a lot of great things, which is going to be another announcement we're going to get to in just a second. There are a lot of great folks there, so if you need a project done for anything, that's the place to do it. So we are going to try to expedite that. We're fielding that. In addition to that, as I said, this other surprise, which is going to lead... Actually, this is kind of a two-part announcement, which we're going to share. We are rebranding. I'm only chuckling because I can see Hoss on the camera here, so he's choking to death here. So we have rebranded. We've had Nighttime Sleep with Dr. Hoss. So it's going to be Dr. Hoss and Dr. Crow. I'm going to help out. We've rebranded that podcast. We're going to start new. It's going to focus on mental health. We are going to incorporate some ASMR. It is titled ASMR and Nighttime Sleep. So we are going to do, I've been thinking about this, and just to make use of the podcast, because we have just a few episodes, we want to incorporate that. We're going to integrate some ASMR for you guys, you night owls that have a hard time sleeping. A new episode will come out. We might do one tomorrow, depending on who's around, just to kind of kick it off and have a premiere. But we're also going to have Dr. Hoss with us, and along Dr. Sam Crow, which is I. We're going to talk about mental health and the importance there, which is kind of fitting, too, because our first episode, if you guys go way back with us when we started, we talked about cyberbullying. Big Hoss, unfortunately, got tied up in a lot of that stuff, online gaming, which that was quite the adventure. I was there for a lot of that, too, so not necessarily in the direct line of fire, but going to... I know. Well, a lot of times I went to Big Hoss's aid because they were trying to...
All of them with a fucking dildo.
Yeah, pretty much, right? I mean, the worst part was, you remember the worst part of that? They're trying to pit us against each other. I said, that ain't going to happen. So, it just was a mess. But we talked a lot about that. So we figured that for having the Nighttime Sleep podcast, too, will help to cover that. And to get some fun ASMR in there, which will be nice, because if you're listening, especially on YouTube, there's no video, it'll just be audio, but a great way to help you guys go to sleep. We've been wanting to incorporate that. So that's brand new.
They weren't expecting it this week. Talk religiously.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That is true.
And by the time they got to you, I already let you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't work. And the thing about you guys know is Big Hoss and I have known each other for a while, and when you say stuff about one or the other, we kind of know.
Many people try to play against each other.
Yep. But we know well enough what's bullshit and what's not, kind of stuff. So that was easy. And the certain people tell me the stuff that Hoss was doing, I'm like, yeah, that's a bunch of horse baloney, because that's not true at all. So,
what did they tell you I was doing?
I won't name names. We won't say who. You know who. But the way that you were running the faction that you had at the time, I guess something like a lot of regards. I know.
Because the head owner, I couldn't make any decisions myself.
I know. Well, that's kind of what I know, that's what I relayed too. I think it was just a troublesome kind of situation. So at least you got out of that, because it was a mess.
It turns out that she turned some of our friends against me by telling them I hit on her. Yeah, I remember that. Which kind of is strange too, because she does not prefer men. We'll say it that way to be nice about it. I know that all too well. I wouldn't try to fucking fuck with somebody like
it's
that.
It's all drama stuff. It was just...
She's ugly as fuck.
Yeah, I've seen photos, I will say. It wasn't... not the hot chick that you... Not those beauties that you dream...
I think she was back on the fucking boob again.
Yeah. But it was just... The whole thing was just a mess, which we talked a lot about that during that episode. So we figure that if we can expand on that with mental health, but also sleeping, because I find ASMR is very helpful to sleep, and if we can contribute there, it's been a growing phenomenon for a while. So it just gives us another outlet to provide some great entertainment for you guys. So we're going to start that. It's going to be new. We might have a new episode tomorrow night. Stay tuned. We'll let you know. But we have new graphic artwork done for that. I'm going to share that on social media at some point. I shared it to Big Hoss there, so a lot of great stuff there. We're upgrading as well. It's fantastic. We do also have some new songs that we're going to play probably during commercial break when we go to it. Shout out to our friend, everybody at Soundstripe. This is not sponsored in any way for this episode, but a lot of great folks there. If you have any projects that you need done, a lot of great royalty-free music. Awesome, awesome artists that come up with such great creations, and it's amazing. I'm really looking forward to it. I've said this before. We're going to be approaching the holiday season coming up again. Cannot wait to do Christmas specials because I got to tell you, having that there to protect that for copyright free music there is just awesome, so we don't have to make any changes, and it's just going to make life so much easier. So that is there as well. But yeah, I think that's actually... Oh, there you go. That's a pretty good mug, too. That's going to do it for our announcements, I think, for now. Let's get our fire going. It is still summer.
We're only an announcement?
What's that? Yeah, right?
We're only an announcement?
I know, it's a lot. Well, you know what? That's what happens when, we've not been on the air in, 2 weeks? So...
Hold on 1 second. I need to pee.
Oh, go ahead. Thank you for sharing that to the population listening. Big Hoss has to take a pee. He'll be right back. Stay tuned for an update. We'll find out how it went when he came back. That is true. We also take a dump, so may as well do both if you gotta. So... Go ahead. You do that. I'm going to just give everybody quick highlights for you guys, catching in. And we're going to talk about... Definitely want to talk about what's going on with Twitter, which it's not Twitter anymore, it's X, but we still refer to it as Twitter X. I just don't understand it, but maybe I'm just too naive. I don't know. So, either way, it's a lot of fun there. I mean, I get the concept. I kind of understand it, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about it just yet, so we're going to have to see what goes on. But, I mean, the upgrades for it... What's up?
I have an announcement.
Yeah?
Apparently it is Dawn Hoffman's birthday.
Oh.
Aunt Dawn's birthday.
Oh,
they're having her birthday party tonight, so I just wanted to do a shout out.
Yeah, wait a minute. Let's do it. Happy birthday to Aunt Dawn. Let's just say real quick because in case you guys don't know, we do occasionally do our giveaways. Aunt Dawn was actually the winner of, I think it was our very first giveaway, if I'm not mistaken.
Uh-huh.
So let's give a big.
I've seen her a couple times and I still haven't given her the mug. I forgot.
Okay, that's all right. Well, you have it. You'll see her again, so that's on you. But at least I sent it to you across the nation.
I forgot all about it. I've also have to go.
Well, that's all right. I'm sure you'll see her again. When you see her next time, give it to her. Let's give her a happy birthday. Happy birthday to Aunt Dawn. Many happy blessings. Happy birthday and many more to you. That's all right. Yeah, either way, in recognition, we celebrate all kinds here, so it's wonderful when we can do that. So, happy birthday, Aunt Dawn. Hope you're listening if you are. Hope you had a great birthday. We love having you listen if you do. Thank you so much for the support there. As well as our friends at Wheels Bar and Grill. Thank you very much if anybody there is listening as well. There we go. And well wishes we want to pass out to our good friend Mr. J and our folks at Ragnarok Radio. I know they've been busy, not been on the airway, a lot of things happening, so hopefully we'll be back soon. But fear not, we are still here. So if you are Ragnarokers, we're still part of that network. We're going to hang in there for you guys as much as possible till Mr. J gets back. We're holding down the fort. So we are full steam ahead there. We are back. So when Hoss went to take a pee, which I was beginning to explain why, so just to enlighten you guys, we did share on social media, had some personal family things. Our son actually just had major surgery, and so we've been away for the week, and wasn't sure entirely. I know it kind of, I didn't mention much to everybody else because I thought maybe we'd have a chance to be back to do episodes. Unfortunately, we didn't, so that's kind of why I wanted to post that notice out there for everybody, but he is doing very well. Just some pain and discomfort and adjusting. It's just been a little over a week now since surgery, but he's on Valium and he's on Oxy. We try to give that once a day just to help him sleep at night. Yep. He's on Motrin and Tylenol, like ibuprofen stuff during the day. So, which also helps. It's just the hard part is we have to transition him. Our son is also a special needs child. He can't walk on his own, so we have to lift him. So we have to transfer him from like chair to floor and back to chair. So whenever we go to move him, he cringes, he starts to cry because he knows it's going to hurt to shift him. We try to make it as quick as possible, but so it's just dealing with those little things. But surgery on the whole went very well, and he actually went quicker than they anticipated. They were anticipating an 8-hour surgery. Usually it takes about 5 to 6 hours. It actually took about 4.5, so that was a blessing there. And so he had a high fever a couple days. He ran a fever of 102, but that was to be expected, and he did better. So, but that's what kept us away. And now I mentioned a big hoss off the air. We're going to talk about this too, because unfortunately we mentioned about a camping trip, which we are going to plan, but it's probably going to have to happen next summer because now my grandmother has to have surgery at the end of this month. She's 95 years old. She has... I know, it's unfortunate timing. Probably, and the other, to make matters worse, to add that third strike, as you guys know, I mentioned my occupation. I work as a caregiver. The client that I have might have to have surgery too. So this has been a hell of a year. We said 2023 was a big year, right? But we did not plan it like this. This is How many
people you know are gonna have surgery?
I'm gonna have to make a list, in all honesty, because if it keeps going, I could probably, if I had a nickel for every person that had surgery, I probably could retire. But yeah, so it's been crazy. But the good news is, and I told Hoss too, is as far as the camping trip, we can even plan to go earlier next year. We'll plan for a week, and we're going to have enough time. We want to plan it and budget it right, so we can actually have plenty of time not to rush it. So there is a bright side. So, and as you guys probably know too, life just gets in the way. It's inevitable. It happens, and sometimes no shit happens in your life, and other times everything in the kitchen sink happens. So, c'est la vie. It is what it is, but we make the most of it. But on the bright side too, we are back full steam regular here, and we plan to go the rest of the year. A lot of exciting things, too. I also forgot to mention in the announcements, we are looking at some other special guests we're trying to line up for the show, too. So some more surprises down the road for you guys, hopefully. But it's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. So I want to talk about this, and I started talking about this for you guys. I don't know if Hoss has seen it. I don't know if you go on, but it's not Twitter anymore. You know what Twitter is, though, right? So now it's just X, which I still refer to. We still refer as Twitter X. I understand the concept. It's weird. Maybe we'll get things figured out. I don't know. Again, it's not a bad idea. I know what the concept. They're trying to rebrand and do things differently, and some of the features are good. I'm not sure what I think what it is, which I fully do support. The idea was to make it more freedom of speech friendly, not so liberal and not so censored as the word I'm looking for. I beg your pardon. Just again, not entirely my words. That's just the quote that was coming from Twitter X, as we're going to refer to it right now, because the domain is still Twitter. So that was sort of the idea, I think, for the. And I don't want to call it. They don't call it rebranding. The makeshift coming back towards a new direction for this outlet, but. And again, you guys can still follow us there. A lot of great followers. Our follower list has grown, actually, believe it or not. In case I don't think I share with Big Hoss there. We're almost at 550 people following us. So thank you very much. We love each and every one. Appreciate you guys. We actually have over 100 followers on Instagram. Thank you so much for that. And our business page. I don't know if Hoss saw. I did update our business page on Facebook. I put a new backdrop photo, which I'm probably going to have to edit again because now I added a 7th frame. But if you follow us on our business page, you can do that as well. But we love you guys. We appreciate that. So, yeah, I mean, social media is going to evolve. I'm sure Facebook will have changes down the road, too. Maybe Instagram at some point. And Tumblr, really nobody uses anymore. It's seldom used, so we may or may not see any changes. But it is what it is. It's just interesting. And I sit there thinking, I remember because I woke up, this is a funny story, is... when we went down for him at surgery, I was staying in the house. Here's another fun fact for that, which I share with Hoss too, I forgot to mention, just to add insult to injury. Actually, let me tell this story first, and I'll share this part. I woke up the one day, and I saw my phone go off with notifications, a bunch of X's, and I'm like, what the hell is this? I looked at my phone going, what is this app on here? It's an X. And I clicked on it, I'm like, oh, it's Twitter. They changed it. What the hell? So... it was definitely different there. Big Hoss is taking a phone call. He'll be back in a second. But yeah, it's just, I mean, again, I know everybody's kind of I
gotta disappear.
You gotta disappear. Are you going for the night where you got your mom call?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. You'll be back tomorrow then, right?
Yep.
All right, you want to say goodnight to everybody then real quick if you want to.
Good night, everybody. Don't drink or drive.
Please be safe. Yep, Big Hoss will be back in the building tomorrow. We'll see you then, okay? All right. Let's see. Where was I with that story? So yeah, I think it's just a growing trend. It happens and everything. But interesting story is back when you guys know I went on vacation. I shared that. I came back. I unfortunately ended up with COVID again for the second time, right before surgery for our little guy, which was unfortunate because thankfully it didn't affect anything because we were worried it might kill the whole deal. But it didn't, thankfully, and we're glad for that. Yeah, it's just been crazy. It's been a banner summer, and I'm hoping the rest of the summer is much better, but it's hard to say for sure. But we'll see how it goes. So we're going to talk a bit about that more coming up there. I know Big Hoss had the duck out there, which is fine. Mom call, which is a surprise there for him, and it gives us a chance to go just a bit longer for you guys. So we'll chat, we'll hang out. We got the fire going. I'll be here for you guys, and then we'll be back tomorrow. And again, we might do a brand new episode of the rechristened Nighttime Sleep, ASMR and Nighttime Sleep. So stay tuned for that. We'll keep you guys posted there. We're going to play some of our normal music here for the first part of this commercial, but we might integrate the other songs that we added. Hope you guys enjoy that. Beg your pardon, excuse me. Again, it's been wonderful. We love the music that's available there. It's awesome, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that as well. We'll play that at some point for the night. Maybe we'll take a little bit longer of a break. Actually, we might do that too. Give me a chance to catch up on some stuff here at the studio, which I wasn't able to do before we started. But plenty more of the show to come here at J&J Production Studios, your number one home for entertainment. We love you guys. We appreciate you all. So glad you could be here with us. It's great to be back. We're looking forward to the rest of this year and the holidays, spending it with you all, and really getting the groove going. And looking forward to 2024, which is going to be groundbreaking, if I can speak here, on a whole new year, new opportunities, which is awesome. Again, please be sure to chat if you want. If you're listening live, let us know you're listening. We'd appreciate that. We'll come back for more. I'm actually going to pause the fire. I think I would do that beforehand. There we go. Stop our fire there. We'll keep it stoked, though. Plenty more to come back here at the What's Up Bro podcast show, Friday night, August 4th, the first weekend of the month of August. Hope you guys had a wonderful week. Hope this is your chance to relax. Again, I know I apologize. We've been gone for a while, but we are back better than ever and more surprises down the road for you guys. So stick around. Stay tuned. We got plenty more of the show to go. We started a bit later, but we are going to keep to our near hour time frame for more there too, of course. So more to come here at the show. We're going to sit back and chat. Don't go away. Get yourself a snack and use the bathroom. Now's a good time if you're listening live. Of course, you can always pause this if you're listening to this pre-recorded. And crank up the music. If you are close enough to your restroom to hear the music, crank it up. We're going to play that for you guys. We'll play an extra long commercial just for that reason. We'll come back and we'll chat and chill for more here. Hope you guys have a good one there. See you in just a moment. Stay tuned. Do not go away. We'll be right back.
Hey audio fans, are you looking for fun and excitement? Have you been searching for that special show? You know, the one complete package you want in a podcast? Then check out the What's Up Bro podcast show and experience what true entertainment is all about. Stay tuned and don't miss the action. Available on your favorite streaming services, including YouTube. Thank you for all your support. And as always, we'll see you at the show.
We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. Break time is over. We're so glad you stayed tuned. Now back to the action as the show is set to resume.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. If you're just tuning in, welcome. This is the What's Up Bro podcast show, brought to you by J&J Production Studios, your one true home for entertainment. We are back here live. It's been crazy. It's been sporadic here. It's a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes, off the scenes. Let me get our fire going here again. There we go. I'll just recap briefly in case you are just tuning in and missed it. I was not on... or I have been busy lately. Our son just had surgery there. We have a lot of things going on. We were on vacation, and it's just a lot of craziness happening. We're coming into these dog days of summer where apparently everything and anything is happening, which is never something that we prepare for, but it does happen. So everything just kind of hit the fan all at once there, if you will. So we are back, though, and again, it's the first weekend of August, which... Again, hard to believe. Summer is really just flying by. I seriously just don't know what it is. I don't know why every year at certain points it seems to start off slow and then it just kicks off and then just is over before you know it. I mean, technically we've got about maybe 6 weeks left, give or take. So it's not like it's going to be over tomorrow, but it is just flying by so incredibly fast, and it's going to be cold. I mean, this fall is always nice too, but it just means winter is so much closer. I'm hoping if it's like it was last year at wintertime, it wasn't too bad. We had just a couple frigid days, but snow-wise wasn't bad. So I suppose there's benefits and pluses to everything. But yeah, and that's why we're getting our campfire out here and enjoying that, because we can run this through the fall too. I should say it's not exclusively a summer special, but Just kind of a nice ambiance in the background. But yeah, a lot of stuff happening, and you just never know. I mean, you guys probably know, a lot of you, so many things happening, especially when you have a bigger family too. It's not just always you. It could be family members. I mentioned before break too, my grandma was having surgery too. It's just a lot of things going on. And, it's good in a way. It can be overtaxing sometimes, can be tiresome, but it just, I guess supposedly it's grateful, or should be thankful at least, that, things could be worse. I shared, or I didn't share rather, just an experience of traveling for the surgery we had done here and being in a different state and seeing different ways of living there. And it's just, it's always been an adventure. We had that back in November, actually, when we were trying to have surgery done for him. Then it didn't work out. We still got away for a few days. So it's kind of been a unique sort of road trip in a manner of speaking, and not going too far, but summer's summer, and everybody has moments. There's different moments of, whether you're traveling or on vacation. Maybe you did a staycation this summer, and I actually do envy a lot of you guys if you did, because I've had a staycation the last few years, and it just doesn't always feel like it's a vacation type of thing, because you're usually home anyway. And I mean, granted, you have the opportunity to do some other things that you don't normally do too, but I always say maybe staycations are not the thing. It's just kind of boring, but the way things have gone this summer there, I would definitely kill for that at some points. So we're definitely talked about no more trips, at least long term, for the rest of the year. So it can be grueling at points, but it's always a new adventure to explore and learn some new things, explore areas you haven't been before, catch up on a lot of things you haven't done before too. So always positives to look at, but now that summer is kind of over that hump and we're coming towards the tail end of it soon, kind of puts that pressure on when you feel like, and I know for me, I still have a lot to accomplish yet, but still, don't feel like I'm even a third of the way through. I shared that last time I had a staycation. I had the staycation last summer, and I even tried to purposefully plan the whole week out, which I essentially did, but for whatever reason, time just got away, and that's a whole week. Like, I probably could have used a month, but that's not always feasible, so had to make do. But it's just, you play the cards that you're dealt sometimes, and, the old saying is the best laid plans. So whether you prepare, don't prepare, whether you are spontaneous, which a lot of people do, and that's great. It just really just depends on how it all plays out. But either way, I hope a lot of you guys had a chance to do a lot of fun stuff over the summer. Feel free to let us know. We'd love to hear you chat about it, or hit us up on social media. You can always email us too. We'd love to hear great stories for that. What are your summer adventures this year? What all did you do? Were you as crazy busy as some of us were? Were you not? Did you enjoy your staycation? Fill us in. Fill those blanks in for us. We'd love to hear that. So yeah, it's coming though. It's closer than we think and that we like, but still some time left for sure. And not to put a gloom twist on it, we got, it's just the reality of it. Summer is coming to a close soon, but we're still going to enjoy it. And for some, maybe this is the great part that you love the most. That little bit of time between that bridge of end of summer, beginning of fall. And September's always nice. Usually in the first couple of weeks, it's always warm, so it doesn't get cold too quickly. It's usually like around the end of the month, beginning of October, we tend to feel a drop. But it's all good stuff. And the fall is always fun and pleasant to be outside too. So there's just that seasonal change. And I don't know. I know I'm one of those people, like, certain things you only do in the summertime that you don't do in the fall or the wintertime, and vice versa. And same thing, there's fall stuff you don't do in the summer or the spring. It's a whole thing. Maybe I'm just super complicated. Don't know. But a lot of people, I'm sure you are similar. You probably can relate to me there in that regard. But yeah, definitely trying to maximize the time for sure. Hopefully you guys did enjoy those tracks. I was listening to some of those too. They're fantastic. And again, the music that we have there, it's awesome. And I sit there and I look at this because a lot of times we update the tracks that we have available. We have pretty much the same tracks on here, but we do add a few now and again. You guys have heard, we've had our Christmas tracks on here that we're looking forward to using. It was awesome to have our patriotic tunes that we had for 4th of July. We'll probably pull those out again for Labor Day, just at least one more go around. But a lot of great artists that do a lot of great stuff there. Again, if you have your own radio show, if you have your own podcast, if you have your own videos even on YouTube, you want to use music, Soundstripe is the way to go. Very affordable prices for the packages that they have to fit your needs, whatever that may be. But a lot of artists, a lot of great stuff. And I will say a lot of these tracks are from the similar artists that we kind of use the same ones because we kind of had our favorites. And so, you get those normal, usual ones that you really like. So it's interesting when you have that and you can pull back from that well. And they just keep pumping out all kinds of new songs written, and I'm like, wow, these are just incredible, phenomenally mind blowing. Where do you pull these songs from? Like, especially when you write a bunch of them. I keep thinking, like, I've tried written songs over times in the bands I played in and stuff, and it's never easy. Written a few. Some of my bandmates and I, we've done a few, and nothing very well published, but just that whole process. And it's like sometimes it's easier, and some people get writer's block, but it's an amazing inspiration of talent when you see some of these artists that put out some of this great content. But we love it. And again, we're breaking out. We're going to go crazy probably at Christmas time. We're going to have all kinds of neat tracks out there, which we're going to probably put out. I'm sure there'll be a bunch of brand new ones too, because the holiday season is always favorite for music there. So we're looking forward to that. But yeah, definitely check it out. Soundstripe.com, your best place to find royalty-free music at affordable prices and packaging that is there for you guys to visit. Yeah, gosh, where are we at coming in here? It's kind of hard taking a minute here, and again, we're kind of, it's one of those getting back in the groove there because schedules what they are and tending to rotate. Now, we knew ahead of time. We kind of pre-planned for our summer vacation, so we had a couple episodes. We tried to get out there before, which worked out good. No time in this instance to do it, but it's kind of a nice option to be able to pre-plan that. We might do some more of those in the future as well. But yeah, it's one of those things, though. I feel like once you kind of get back into it, it's like riding a bike. You kind of just get back into that groove there. As we said earlier at the start of the show, again, if you missed that, you can go back and check that out. A lot of great things we're hoping to do yet coming up this year. Still plenty of time left. And, hopefully you guys are enjoying it. We appreciate the support there. It's always awesome. We couldn't be more grateful for you all. Trying to work on some stuff and plan some great things that are going to come up, and for the entertainment that we can provide, for you guys, which is really what we're doing it for. As much as we enjoy it, wouldn't be the same not having everybody there. So if you guys weren't around to do it, we'd just be talking to ourselves, as we say. So maybe not so much a bad thing in some instances, but I know for myself, it can get old after a while. And I talk to myself, I kind of wear myself out and I bore myself to tears. So it's nice to have others to listen to us. So we hope you guys enjoy that. And of course, it's always great fun to have on the weekend to everybody get a chance to kick back and relax. So, it's kind of why, again, we pick these times, and we're looking forward to these updated things that we're doing. Like, we have these podcasts available. We're trying to make the most use of it. And, I'm really kind of excited too for this one. We are going to get out another episode of the sports show. We got some great things to talk about. Maybe over the beginning of this week, we'll see if we can put that out there. It's been a little bit. But, having this wide range and diverse, what's the word I'm looking for? I totally blanked on it. These genres of different, styles that we have there. And if you guys listen to my interview on Vigilantes Radio, which was a couple months ago, we talked to Deanie about that, which hoping we'll talk to him again. It's a unique opportunity to offer something for everybody, which I think I shared that too, but it's kind of the similarity I used when I started doing music too. I thought about how that we did the same kind of process that mingled in with our coming up with the podcast. How do we be universal where we want to have something for everybody. We don't want to be one-dimensional, because again, I always was of the belief that if you limit yourself in that regard, like sometimes with artists, when you do that, you kind of can only go so far. And we didn't want to do that. We wanted to ensure that we had enough quality content for everybody. And so, meaning of bringing that up too is, we're going to talk about, I think for this first really brand new episode to launch this, I want to have Big Hoss talk about the reasoning behind, which I know we changed the title at least once, but now what we have is ASMR Nighttime Sleep. There was a reasoning behind that. And just felt like, it's another avenue where we mention about, you can put us on even when you sleep at night or go to sleep at night. I figure, well, what better way to do that, especially in an evening show, if we incorporate some discussions about, talking about mental health or talking or doing some ASMR, which is very popular. A lot of people do that. It's very, very popular on YouTube and other places. Found it very beneficial at times. I'm one of those. I love ocean sounds and different sounds at night too, so kind of fits in that wheelhouse. But I figure if we can give something back there too, and a lot of people seem to like it. Now, I'm not sure. I want to say, and I could be wrong, I haven't seen a lot of ASMR artists do just audio for that one. Usually, especially on YouTube, there's a lot of video to it. For me, I thought about, this kind of works better where you have audio, because if the person is supposed to fall asleep, they're really not going to want to watch a video. So just having the audio might be good. And we're going to bring in some unique sounds. We'll probably do some different things. It's going to be an experiment to see how this works, but I figure it might not be a bad idea just to kind of try it out anyway. So hopefully you guys will enjoy and give us some feedback. Let us know. And if there's any specific sound you're looking for, special effects you think we can utilize that, maybe you are an ASMR artist that's done it before. If you want to contact us, give us some feedback and some thought. We always like to learn something new, and we like to be open about it, and want to be successful at it. So we love to get some pointers there for sure, but hopefully it'll be another great avenue and a great area to provide content, which is what we're really trying to do too. So definitely looking forward to that. With that being the case there, we got a little bit of time left. Let's do one more little short break because we want to get a few more tracks in there. Again, it's always fun to get some good music going to kick off your weekend. It's Friday night and the weekend is just getting started. Probably for some, maybe not so much for others. I guess it depends on what side of the coin you land, whether your weekend starts and where it ends. Maybe you don't remember, maybe you don't know or care. But we're going to just assume for the masses that this is your start to your weekend, so we want to kick it off right. And it's still summer fun time. We call it our Summer Slam Fest that we have there, and our Party Hardy Summer, I think we're referring to it this year too. So we definitely want to kick that off right. But we'll do that, and then we'll come back and chat just a bit more as we wrap things up for the night, until we see you guys again, of course, tomorrow, which will be back. There will be a new episode, either of the What's Up Bro show, or we might do an ASMR nighttime sleep episode to kick it off. We'll see who's available. I think Mr. Fire will join us. Did get a message from him. He was not able to join us. He's not feeling well tonight. He sends along his well wishes. He's planning to be there tomorrow. We may even do a game corner if that's the case. We'll kind of play it by ear. You guys will have to tune in to be surprised to see what it is. But stay tuned for more here. We're not quite finished yet. We'll be done soon. Again, we're going a little bit longer here just because we kind of started later. Just kind of one of those days today. But we appreciate each and every one of you being here. Hope you guys are having a great one. Hope you're enjoying your weekend, having a chance to relax, or maybe you're super busy. If that's what helps you to focus and enjoy what you're doing, that's fine too. But either way, we're here to provide the best entertainment possible for you guys, and we look forward to doing that going forward as well. So stick around. The show will be wrapping up soon, but we're not done quite yet. So I will be back, talk with you guys in just a moment. Enjoy these tracks going here. We'll see you shortly. Stay tuned for more.
Hey there, do you love podcasts? Are you having difficulty finding the right ones to listen to? Is it frustrating when you're trying to pick that show? You know, the one where everyone must collectively agree on? Like finding a good movie or TV show to watch, do you look for the most jam-packed entertainment that's possible to find in a single episode every week? Then search no more, and welcome to J&J Production Studios. It's our business to provide the best entertainment and information available for you. Whether you're sitting in that comfy chair with your favorite snack and beverage listening live each week, or downloading your favorite show episodes to take with you on the go while you're at work, exercising, or even just to play at night for you to fall asleep to. There's something for everyone, no matter what size, shape, or age you are. Visit www.linktree.com/J_J Production Studios to find all the streaming services where our podcast shows can be found. You can also connect with us on your favorite social media platforms, including Facebook and Twitter. You can join our public Discord server and chat directly with us. But wait, there's more. You can subscribe to our official YouTube channel and be notified every time a new show is broadcast. Wish you could have some studio souvenirs or collectibles? Guess what? You can. Visit the official store where you can purchase items featuring your favorite podcast and show hosts. Would you like to help support us? You can do that by getting your very own exclusive membership on our Patreon account. All proceeds go to help us upgrade our shows, which will only enhance the entertainment provided to you. Thank you so much. We're excited to have you as an audience. Your love and support are always appreciated. We'll see you soon.
We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned.
Do what you want, do it. Do what you want, do it.
Break time is over. We're so glad you stayed tuned. Now back to the action as the show is set to resume.
right, we're back. Thanks, guys, for hanging there. Hope you guys enjoy the tracks there. Again, I always love listening to them because it just gets you in such a great groovy kind of mood there. Tapping your feet, tapping, just even on your desk, or if you're sitting in a chair, on a table there. It just always puts you in a grand mood there. And again, such a wide variety that we have available, which is always fantastic. And just, I can't say enough how much we appreciate just what these artists do and the tracks that we're able to have available for you guys to listen to. So it's really awesome. If you're just tuning in here, we're going to be wrapping up the show in just a moment. Of course, don't fret. You can always catch this. This will be uploaded. Check out our link tree there if you're listening to this on YouTube, or if you check it out on YouTube, link is in the description there of that video and the audio video we have there. It's also linktree.com/J_J Production Studios. All of our links are there for all of our social media accounts, as well as all of the streaming services where our podcast can be found, including our YouTube channel. If you are new, please subscribe and click that notifications bell to know when new content is uploaded. We appreciate that support. We've had a few new people join there, so thank you so much for that. We really appreciate that. It just shows us even more and encourages us to keep going and pushing forward. So, with that being the case there, I hope you guys will come back. We'll be here tomorrow night. Again, if we have Mr. Fire with us, which sounds like is going to be the case, myself and at least Big Hoss will be there. We may do an episode of the Game Corner instead. We're not sure. Maybe we'll do an episode of the new ASMR, their ASMR Nighttime and Sleep. We'll kind of see. We'll play it by ear. We'll let you guys know. It'll be a mystery. It'll be a mystery as to what exactly it will be. So you'll have to just tune in to find out. But we do wish you guys a very happy start to your weekend on Friday night. If you're on the East Coast there, of course, that time frame, it is after 11 p.m. Depending on where you are, though, it could be earlier. So either way, enjoy your Friday. And, of course, if you're not local and across the globe, whatever time it is there, hope you guys are having a very good one. We look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow night. Again, we always look forward to having a chance to chat with you guys. It's so nice to be back there. Can't wait for more. And remember, too, of course, just a quick reminder, if you are new here listening and weren't catching the beginning of the show, too, stay tuned. Next weekend, we are prepping to do a special edition episode. It'll be the 1 year, right around the 1 year anniversary of when we first started doing the show. The dates are not going to line exactly just because I feel like, well, obviously we do know the days shift because the calendar always changes, and it was a weekend around this time last year. I believe the first official episode was either August 8th or August 12th, somewhere in that time frame. So we're going to be right in between. So either way, we're going to hit that marker. We want to celebrate that with you guys. Thank you so much if you've been listening since the beginning. You've helped us to achieve that milestone. It's unbelievable. It's fantastic. And we just cannot wait to do more for you guys. We had our special edition where we've crossed over 100 episodes for the What's Up Bro show. Hopefully we can do that closer with the other episodes from the other podcasts that we feature as well. But nevertheless, plenty of content for you guys. You can always go back, check out your favorite episodes. They're available, of course, anytime. I know especially on platforms like Spreaker and iHeartRadio, I believe Spotify as well. You can download your favorite episodes, take them with you on the go, take them anywhere you want, and listen to them anytime you want. You don't always have to catch us live. If you're not there, that's fine. They'll be available for you guys like this episode tonight, which will be uploaded and available as we come off the air for that as well. So for all of us here at J&J Production Studios, Big Hoss gave his sign off. I'm also going to remind you guys, too, for me, to please be happy, be healthy, and be safe. I mean that now more than ever. Everybody gets sick. It does happen, but just be cautious as much as you can. And take care of each other and be mindful of your neighbor and don't intentionally try to get somebody sick. If you know you're sick, please don't go out anywhere. Keep your distance. You just never know in this day and age, and we want to make sure everybody is as happy and healthy as the rest of us, so please be kind to your fellow men and women out there. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, you guys. We will see you tomorrow night. Goodbye and good night for now here at the studio. But of course, and as always, as we say, until next time, when we see you guys at the show. See you guys soon. Take care.
Thank you for listening to the What's Up Bro show. Catch all the latest live action on your favorite podcast streaming services, including Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more. You can also check out episodes on the studio's official YouTube channel. Subscribe and become a member today. Don't forget to also turn on notifications so you'll know when new content is uploaded. Stay tuned and don't miss a single moment. We love and appreciate all your support. And as always, we will see you at the show.